The streets of Barcelona's Gothic quarter burst with color and sound during Merce, the city's largest annual festival. Crowds gather to watch dramatic parades of giant puppets, pyrotechnic beasts spewing sparks, and daring human towers rising stories high. For 4 days every September, Barcelona celebrates its patron saint, the Virgin of Mercè, with this vibrant display of Catalan culture dating back centuries. Join me as we explore the history. The origins of Merce festival date back to medieval times in Barcelona. According to legend, in 1218, the Virgin Mary appeared simultaneously to King John I of Aragon and 2 monks, asking them to start a mercy order to free Christian captives held by the Moors. She became known as the Virgin of Mercè, or Mare de Déu de la Mercè in Catalan. Over the next few centuries, devotion to the Virgin of Mercè grew, especially after she was credited with saving Barcelona from a plague of locusts in 1687. The Virgin came to embody the resilience and independence of the city. It wasn't until 1871 that Barcelona held its first Merce festival to honor its patron saint. The September 24th feast day of the Virgin turned into a 4-day celebration, starting with a candlelit procession. It was originally a solemn Catholic occasion centered around the Virgin's Basilica, but Merce evolved over the decades into a lively showcase of Catalan culture. It became more secular, incorporating traditional music, dance, theater, and other arts. The Castellers' human towers and Correfoc parades with fire-spitting beasts were added to the program. By the late 1900s, Merce had transformed into a vibrant display of Catalan traditions and creative spirit. It gave locals a chance to express their cultural identity through events like Sardana circle dances, Gigant's puppet parades, concerts featuring Catalan artists, and competitions between top Castellers teams. The festival also attracted growing numbers of visitors who came to immerse themselves in the sights, sounds, and revelry of Barcelona's biggest street party. Merce had expanded far beyond its religious origins to become a 4-day celebration of Catalonia. Merce is known for its larger-than-life mythical characters that parade through the streets. The most iconic are the Gigants, giant symbolic puppets measuring up to 10 feet tall. Each Gigant represents a figure from Barcelona history or Catalan legend, depicted with an elaborate costume and mask. During Merce, teams parade the Gigants through the city in choreographed dances set to drums and whistles. It takes great skill to smoothly maneuver the massive puppets. Viewers are amazed by the Gigants seemingly coming alive to dance with their graceful lurching movements. Another famous tradition is the Castellers, who form impressive human towers up to 10 people high. Casteller teams train rigorously all year, and Merce is their big competition. Hundreds of Castellers pack tightly together using physics and gymnastics to support the levels of people climbing up their backs. The person at the top is called the Uncineta, usually a lightweight child who clambers up last and raises their hand triumphantly. The Castellers disassemble the tower in a coordinated move after the crowd cheers. It's an amazing feat of strength, balance, and teamwork. A more chaotic tradition is the Correfoc with fire-running demons parading at night. Participants dressed as devils and beasts wield firecrackers and sparklers that shower the crowds. It's thrilling but dangerous, so protective gear is recommended. The Merce program overflows with events packed into its 4 days from September 23rd to 26th. Most of the action takes place in Barcelona's scenic Gothic quarter, with events spilling into surrounding neighborhoods. It all officially begins on the evening of September 23rd with the ringing of the opening bell at the Basilica of Santa Maria del Pi. This summons the arrival of the Gigants and other costumed figures who gather for the inaugural parade. Throughout the festival, there are solemn religious processions honoring the Virgin of Mercè. People bring floral offerings to her basilica, which holds special masses and choral concerts. A main gathering point is Plaça de Sant Jaume, which hosts the mayor's opening ceremony. This square then becomes a stage for street performances, activities, and starting point for parades winding through the Gothic quarter. A big draw are the Castellers' Human Tower competitions held in key plazas multiple times per day. You can watch incredible displays of balance and strength as the teams form up to 10 level towers capped by a tiny child. At night, Plaça Sant Jaume also becomes the dramatic gateway for the Correfoc parades. The fiery run snakes through narrow streets past, thrilled onlookers getting showered with sparks from the diabolic creatures. It's exciting to join, but requires protective clothing. Music lovers can choose from an extensive lineup at venues across the city. There are concerts focused on traditional Sardana music, but also funk, rock, jazz, classical, pop, and more by local and global acts. Stages are set up at landmarks like the Arc de Triomphe. For a dose of culture, there are abundant art exhibits and installations set up in plazas, galleries, and public spaces. Mercè is an opportunity for local artists to showcase their works related to Catalan heritage and traditions. Food stalls offer refreshing snacks, plus dishes like paella, grilled skewers, and crema catalana custard. You can sample bites of classic Catalan cuisine between events. The bars and cafes are constantly buzzing too. Kids will enjoy activities like workshops to create traditional papier-mâché figures or learn folk dances. There are also theater shows, concerts, storytelling, parades, and more specially geared toward children. With so much happening across the city, the Merce program is packed from morning to night. Join the festive crowds as Barcelona comes alive with Catalan culture. For Barcelona, Merce is more than just a big party. It holds deep cultural meaning. The festival showcases the diversity of Catalan traditions and highlights a shared passion for folklore. It brings together locals and artists to honor the region's complex history. Locals relish the chance to display their skills like castellers forming towers, Sardana dancers moving with grace, or gigants puppeteers bringing characters to life. Merce lets Barcelona's communities express their cultural spirit and Catalan pride. For visitors, the festival offers a vivid window into the soul of the city and people. They get swept up in marches honoring mythic figures of Catalan lore and join crowds cheering the castellers, risking it all to scale wobbly towers. Merce lets you truly experience Catalan culture. The festival also represents the feisty, independent character of Barcelona. Early on, it incorporated mild rebellion against authority figures. That spirit of freedom and resilience carries on today. We hope you enjoyed this glimpse into Barcelona's most spectacular tradition. Have you attended Merce yourself? What did you think? Let me know in the comments. Be sure to like, subscribe 365 World Celebrations, and share to join me on more cultural adventures. Until next time.